Fucking hell. And after all that preparation, I ripped the fucking bag. I've not worn this hat for a while. It needs to be more in shot. The hat needs to be in shot. Oh my god. I'm actually, tonight, mega happy, but like, I know it's superficial happiness, but it's not. Because, it's just happy to be me of course. Like, I am at full fucking shine today, and I knew I would be. And I walked around a shopping centre, I went to Boots and got some girly bits. And there was women everywhere. And it was lush. It was lush. I got lots of positive regard, which was just fucking fantabulous. It's like going through that whole fucking turmoil again of being like, God, you're so fucking needy. Why do you need everyone to fucking love you? Otherwise you hate yourself. And it's like, yeah, that's doing it at a fucking conscious level. And that's the shit that I was doing years ago, and it was working. But the thing is, that's the interpretation of it that everyone thinks is always the case. That is a fucking paradigm. That is a mindset. That is not the words that meant the things that led them to believe it. You say one thing, they include another. You did this, you're saying I think that. You do it all the fucking time. That's why I'm hilarious. Because I take you all too fucking literally. Because I can't do the weird shit that you do with words. Where you sometimes the words mean things and sometimes they fucking don't. Because you react energetically to what you think is the energy. So what's seen as a needy cunt needing to be approved of because she just needs to be adored is actually someone screaming who they fucking are because they lost all sense of an identity. That's what an ego does. It gets very panicked when it doesn't know what it is. And mine very nearly didn't, or like very often gets confused. And it is little wonder that it became fragmented when it drew itself back together then, isn't it? Sometimes I can speak like that. I can fucking hammer it off. But it's like, it's really sort of, it's well annotated. Well annotated. I am speaking more and more like that. I was speaking to the boss this morning, and she said, I've said this myself, I think on one of my videos, she said, you'd be like some eccentric lord. And she said you'd need a castle, live in a castle. I was like, what colour would my castle be? Just like, I think it'd be all colours. And I was thinking it would be like a sort of lilac-y kind of sky blue on most of the walls, but then like purples and greens like around the bands, and then like white borders around the turrets with like a black zigzag going around it, and like just mad colours like around all of the details of my sky bluey lilac-y kind of, yeah, kind of like when you get on a posh beach house kind of a colour, but a castle, a girly castle, but still a fucking castle. Portcullis would be like covered in diamantes, big glitz. No, I shouldn't feed the stereotype. Why is it that when a man is female, he's got to become camp? Because it's like, camp isn't just feel like, I can be quite female with the sort of like mannerisms that I have sometimes, and the look in my eye and the way I sort of emphasize things can be quite female-y, because I'm 40% girl. But camp is like a sort of overdone version of it. I've never really understood it. But that's what I was thinking earlier, actually. I've had quite a few conversations with women about like that they'll recognise the female side of me, and they always have. I was you know what I mean? When you do something like this, you're going to be expecting women to go, "Oh, you're a woman, are you? Oh, right, of course, yeah, all right then." Do you know what I mean? It's like anyone would, if if you're actually being actual with it. But I think a lot of times it's like, women are going to be expecting, if you say you're quite womanly, for me to instantly put my hand on my hip and go, "Oh, well, and just instantly just do that kind of gay fucking parody thing. And like, I like at the moment that I look not too dissimilar to Boy George, like, because he had his hair like this when he first came out, and this is like one of his hats. But I like that I fucking sound like this. Like, I would like to, like, probably wear this with like my Lonsdale vest or something really fucking alpha male or something really fucking chavvy, but then my little girly coat. But it has been an extremely fucking female couple of days, but it's been nice. Well, I was definitely considering this morning, like, it's like society needs to accept that some men are very girly. Some men are very female men. It's a man. Because a lot of society doesn't know what else to call you apart from a fairy or a faggot. Well, there's got to be a fucking label from a society that says I can't stand labels. All use them. Whether it's to do with politics, whatever's on the news, if you believe a certain thing, you're a something somethinker or a something somethinker. And it's like, and you all say you hate labels. Hear that hypocrisy fucking everywhere, mate. You have to have a label because your ego needs a paradigm, via which to interpret somebody. It's like, it's very much what is wrong with me, is interpreting people. But you do it too. You put them in a safe box, and now you know who they are and what they think like. Now your ego feels safe around that person because you know the limits of your like communications with them, or the qualities of your communication with them. So you put them in a box. You all do it. I do it. You do it. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. To be honest, if you really reckon you're massively non-judgmental, that probably means that you really fucking massively do it somewhere, and it's deeply in your subconscious. You always have to face that possibility. Whenever I speak to people about their subconscious, they always like, "Oh, no, I know. And you think, have you not heard of denial? If you ever hear yourself going, "No way, I fucking know," everyone in the world needs to go, "This is when I need to take a look at myself." This is when I need to take a look at myself. And not that cursory look, but yeah, but me, and yeah, see, I've thought about it. I wouldn't worry about it, because I've literally forgotten everything that I was just on about. It's all gone. And I mean gone. I mean gone. It really fucking has. Anyway, how are you? I'll eat a piece of chocolate and say something else, I think. Because that's it. I had my hair done. Thank you. Thank you. It's literally, I couldn't be happier with it. It's much thicker. My one's still there. That's the bit I did. It looks lovely now. It's all settled in with all the rest of them. It's got all his family around it. There is so many trinketry, randometer, buth, pokey bits, swirly bits, buttony bits, twinkly bits. There's even like a packet of sweeties somewhere. There's like a fish and a peace sign, and just so much. There's a goddess. I've got my little female symbol. It's really cool. She sits here. Where is she? Is that her there? No. But yeah, you can just sort of see it by the side of my head. She sits around there somewhere. And I think my goddess is over here. I've got a little good, but there's just so many of them. They're fucking beautiful. That makes me that's made me happy. My hair and my coat has basically made me happy all day. They've been very good for my mental health. And that's a situational environmental thing, because I could have been dressed like this in a different environment. I just had the piss ripped out of me all day and been beaten up. Do you know what I mean? So I'm lucky that I'm in a sort of environment where I can have it celebrated. I did enjoy the fact that the geezer at Burger King, I made him stammer. Is that fucking eyes nearly popped out of his head. Didn't know, because like literally he just looked up and there was me. But he held it together, bless him. He was only a young lad. And there's quite a few people that like I'm just getting to the point of saying, you're gonna look back, you are. And they did. And then other people do that deliberately. I'm not looking at you things like they get all awkward about it. You just see it in their faces. But then that's me just sitting there fucking reading energy. And I mean, I do that because I find it funny. But then I'm opening myself up to it all the time. I've literally just learnt my own fucking lesson live on camera. I've never considered that before. Why have I never considered that before? Because the other thing I've been considering recently is I need to up my fucking game. I keep saying it. I need to get more like gooder at what I do. Because I can do it fantastically brilliantly. And I've had enough like proof. There's part of me should be like, I don't know, like I'm still surprised. I'm not surprised, but I'm still like, I still love it when I do an angel card reading and people are like, oh my God, you couldn't have known that and that sort of shit when I get it really bang on. And you know, but what I should be thinking more like is just because I'm fucking psychic. That's why. You know what I mean? And I say that more and more. And it might sound cocky, but then it's like, well, Muhammad Ali was fucking cocky, right? But you let him be cocky and you admired him for it. Why is it when I'm cocky, I'm not a cocky little prick? Is it because I won't beat you up? And he would. But you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to be fucking like, you know, when you're getting into something that you were programmed full of fucking doubt for by society and like, you know, religion and all that fucking guff that was forced down my fucking reluctant neck. And you've got all that preconditioning to it, and then you're actually doing it. You know, you've got to accept there's going to be that part of you that believes that it's a load of bollocks. That or not, that or that. You know, there's all sorts of attachments that people make to it, and that you can make, and it's like, always remember, you've got a subconscious mind, and it's a dick. What it does when it learns something new, when it's always thought those kind of people are that. It sort of goes, well, all right, I'll try it. And it leaves the old ways in place. All of us do it. And you need to really actually be annoyed with your subconscious about that and say you're a dick, subconscious. Stop thinking you're the fucking shit. Literally, it's a dick. It's horrible to other people. It likes to dominate other people. We all do it. We all fucking do it. Don't do it. Don't study psychology. Don't read games people play. Because all people are always playing some kind of little tussly game with you to prove that they're better than you in some way. And they will always gloat a bit. And they will always push a boundary. If you give a human a boundary, they will test it almost immediately. In one way or another, they will push it. They fucking do. When they come up and say, oh, sorry, do you mind if I have a word with you? Actually, no, I'm busy. Well, all it was just this. How many times have you read that one? I've asked, I've done the polite bit. You're supposed to say yes because I've been polite. Now I'm going to carry on anyway. Get that loads. Get that loads. If more of us were fucking aware of that, there wouldn't be as much of this shit around. If more of us were aware of as soon as you get angry with somebody and it really boils your piss, the first thing you do is go, I must be doing this to somebody else in some sort of way in my life. Sometimes there's a consciousness of it, and what I do is I recognise who I used to be, and I know that can sometimes make me out. I think he's doing this, he's doing that, and I think, didn't you used to do that, Michael? And I suddenly think, why have I got Ben Kenobi speaking in my voice like I'm some kind of fucking Jedi or something? Well, I'm not some kind of fucking Jedi, I just look like one. I was actually being the Emperor yesterday with this hood. I was being a camperer. I was like, oh, I'm afraid the shield will be quite operational. Wipe them out. All of them. The camperer. I quite liked him. Anyway, I think really is time I fucking shut up. I don't know if I finished whatever I was finishing before I interrupted myself with nonsensical bullshit. I don't really care. I am off now to dream of candles and snowflakes. Bye bye.